Hello all, welcome back to episode 2 of the Total Club Manager 2004 playthrough, and we're going to start by getting straight into the interview question. You there at the front, Mr. Masio, today your team looked quite stupid with regard to tactics. How was that possible? Good question, really good question. I'm glad you've got the confidence to come out here and be so rude to me. During the whole match we didn't really get into the game, we lost the decisive tactics. 2 at half-time, and we've just lost 5-2 to Northampton. I'm not going to give the players the roasting that they probably deserve, because I have started to pick up that morale is key in this game. Hello guys and welcome back. That did not go as planned, and we're going to get straight into some what's been going on since you were last with us. So we've just hit, or we're coming up to the midpoint of December. We are 14th in the league, and we're going to go and have a quick scan of the league to show that we are still kind of in this. So Northampton are top, look. So they'll do to other teams what they just did to us. And we're down here in 14th, but we're in that pack, so we've got 30 points, which Doncaster have got, and then Cambridge are right back there. And we're in this kind of dog-eat-dog pack where we've played 9, drawn 3, lost 10. I can't get any string of results going, and I'm constantly being asked of, do you think you'll be here next week? Do you think you'll still be doing training? Obviously they're going to sack you soon because you're so incompetent. I'm like, the game can be quite mean, really, with some of its press questions, but we need to get back into here. This is what we're here to do on this episode. So first off, we're going to have a look at the club facilities, because we had about 5 million last year with us, and now we're down to 2.2, and this is why. At the minute, we've got 28 weeks left on the club centre level 2 improvement, because I can't bring in any more staff. I've upgraded the training grounds, spent about 400,000 on the first level of that, and then we've spent pretty significantly on signings, who at the minute aren't really doing what I'd hope they'd do. If we go to staff, you can see I've brought in a few people here. I've got the assistant manager in, he's doing quite a lot of the stuff for me. I finally got a chief scout, so I can see what opposition starting lineups are going to be or likely to be. But let's go have a look and meet the new signings. So we come in here, we've still got Roger Freestone in goal. We've got Alan Haflon, who's come in here as one of the 2 new centre-backs, along with Deschamps. He's come in from Tel Aviv. He is struggling with the language and he keeps losing morale points as a result. Deschamps has joined us from Belgium. I've got Vestergaard, the left wing-back, because we were absolutely desperate there. Forschelt has come in on loan from Bolton, but he's obviously going to have to drop out of the team in a second. And then we've got Patrick Sufo, who has followed us from the LMA Manager 2001 save that went so spectacularly wrong. Well, corrupted. It didn't go wrong, wasn't it? Going well, and then it went wrong. And he's finally managed to start adding a couple of goals in. So let's get our team set up. I've noticed a few kind of odd anomalies, not easy for me to say, with this game, in the sense that it never fully replenishes your bench for you. I do have substitutes outsourced. One of the many roles I've outsourced to my assistant manager, now that I have one, in an attempt to try and get him to do some work, basically. Tell you what, I'm going to put Leon Britton on there, and I'm going to drop him for Moss. So there we are, I've got a pretty good team there. I do need to have a look at getting a centre forward in. And Matt Murphy is my top goal scorer at the minute with, I think he's got about 6 or 7. It will show us that as we go into the next game. But let's try and sort this bench out. And I have to do this every game that I go into, which is mildly frustrating more than annoying, I will say. It's very, I'll tell you what, let's get Melee on. It's very easy to get through the games once you get going. We don't have a single defender on the bench there, do I? But once you get going, so I'm just going to very quickly show you quick match, and then we'll go into watching one of the quite frankly mad highlights packages that we see. So there are, even though we've just sorted it, it's already left the bench free of those spots, and I'm not entirely sure why. So let's just quickly put quotes, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. If you are a Swansea fan, because someone did comment that was a Swansea fan, please let me know How am I supposed to be saying that lad's name? Here we go, match day. So we've got a 54 rating now for the team. And when we've got our full strength, that can go up to about 56. We've got Huddersfield Town, estimated attendance of 3,328. And we're going to have a look. So here's our lineup. They are playing 4-3-3. They've got Andy Booth and John Stead up front. So, you know, I'm already expecting to lose this. And they've got Sodji in there as well, cult hero. If we have a look at our club comparison, though, our fitness, now that the assistant manager is finally starting to creep up. Matt Murphy is still our top goal scorer. You can't see Booth fully because of my face, but they've got 14. He's got 14 for them. Matt Murphy's got a 6, even though he's not been starting since Sifo came in. But let's see what is quick result going to do for us. Is it going to? Are we finally going to get a win and get back in this race? They love this little tease before it gives you the result. So I'm desperately hoping that I'm turning my fortunes around, and it's like, you must pay the agreed additional transfer fee of free transfer for your player Haflon A when he has played 25 matches for your club. Don't really know what that means. Not what I was hoping for, Total Club Manager. And this is what I was hoping for, which was not a defeat. So look, Booth has given them the lead after 4 minutes, but Sifo has fired back and he's got me back in it. And then Haflon has got himself sent off. He's got himself booked. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see, do we have a press conference? We do not, because I think it would have come up by now. And then next up, we've got Bristol Rovers, who you saw me play before. So we're going to have Bristol Rovers. I'll tell you what, we're going to skip Bristol Rovers. Let's have a look at our game against Oxford. So we're in 14th place. I'm just going to skip through, see what we can do. I'm going to leave the bench clear because, like I said, the assistant manager is allegedly doing that for me. No, I don't actually have a centre forward, and I keep thinking I should probably get on the transfer market and look to bring someone in. Let's try. This guy has hardly played all year. Let's try and Brody in there. And let's see. I'm going to leave those two down there. Tell you what, I'm going to fire Connolly in, because Connolly is a much better player, isn't he? Now, I have found that it is pretty important that you have quite a big squad on this, because I notice when you play through, there's quite a lot of injuries, little niggles, players missing the odd week or two. So let's have a look at our lineup. Has it filled this bench spots for us? So there it has. So it's brought in some guys that weren't on. So he is doing his job for us. We've not got the opposition rating today, because apparently the scout is off doing something else. And we drew. No, we beat these, didn't we? Very early on. But they've got a guy. They've got Grazioli, who's got 20 goals for them. Nil-nil. So probably already starting to spot the problem, the difficulties that I am having. At least we've not technically lost yet on the episode. Mr. Masio, just a draw in a weak game, wasn't it? I'm like, who is this guy? Or who is this reporter? I always apologise to the fans. Oh, I should have gone for clean sheet is important. What a boring manager choice. I did get someone in the team of the week, though, look. And I signed him, so I'm taking that as a small win for me. But let's get on to having a look at the in-game highlights. If we can grab a win here to end episode 3, end of episode 2, I'm getting ahead of myself. And then episode 3 is going to be, I'm going to have a look at the Football Fusion mode, and I'm going to play it on FIFA 2004. And not everyone might be into that as an episode, which is why I'm going to give it as standalone. So if you don't want to watch that, you don't have to. So I've got an injury here. I've got Haflon. He is out. Probably going to fire Lacey in there. Now let's get this team set up. Let's get Williams. I'm going to drop him into that centre forward role and see how he gets on there. Now let's have a look. So we've got the lineups back for them. They've got Andy Woodman in goals, Waterman, McNiven, McCarthy, Ashton, Robinson, Hackett, Omanoye, Rowley, and then Allsop. I believe that's Julian Allsop, isn't it? It was the one-time most expensive conference player or something like that. I know he was at Rushden Diamonds. I believe he might have been at Kettering for a spell as well. Let's have a check of our bench. So we've got Fleming. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so we're missing. I believe we are missing some players there, aren't we? Although we've got a bench of 5. For some reason, I feel like I'm allowed to put 7 on, or I've been working on the assumption that I got 7, but that doesn't seem to be correct. So maybe that reporter is justified being mean to me. It's like, dude, you don't even know how many subs you should have. But let us see. We're going to go into 3D match, and hopefully we're going to do a win. So here we are, fans throwing what I presume are toilet rolls onto the pitch. Oxford in their yellow, Swansea also in yellow. But luckily we've got different shorts on. I did have this before when I tried to do an episode against Yeovil with Patrick Sufo's debut, which he got assist in, but both teams were in white, complete white. At least here I have a vague idea who is who. And is that a penalty? It's a penalty and a red card because we're in the same kit. It's like, ref might have thought that was the... Oh, what is he doing? The ball is so far gone. And Roger has just saved that. And he's moosed it downfield. There's a good ball. Pass it to a yellow. Sorry, that'll be the only time I make this joke. Oh. Sufo's in number 3. I do notice the squad numbers on here don't seem to match up with the squad numbers that you set the players sometimes. I've seen players running around outfield with a squad number of 1, even though that is obviously my goalkeeper. And I'm not going to change my team around. I'm just going to leave that gaping hole and hope that I don't get another red card. But we're doing to get another red card. He is livid. Who is that? It's Leon Britton, the clubsman. So that's going to cost him like £60. We're down to 9. Not necessarily out of the game. That looked like a back pass, but let's keep quiet before the ref just sends someone off. If we get to half-time, 0-0, with 2 men sent off already, playing in yellow against a team in yellow, I would be pretty pleased with that. Ball. It was a nice ball. Go on, hit that. Slid in well there. Just wonder here who's going to make the breakthrough first. Couldn't keep it. Oh, massive gap. Almost like I've had 2 players sent off who should be there. Now we've got an injury. Oh, and they flashed one wide. And it's making a sub for us. I have noticed this as well. The assistant, it's like he thinks that he is the manager. So he's done something there, it would appear. In one of the games that I did play, I tried to sub off a player who was injured, and it didn't take him off until half-time. So yeah, it's brought Moss on for Martinez, who seems like he was injured. Oh, they're through here. Oh, and that's a good save. He's hit that with a tremendous amount of power. But Roger was there. He's like, I don't really need a defence. Just getting in my way. I had to try and make a funny, didn't I? Look at that. He's clipped it in. It's the first goal I've actually seen from a corner. He's not done himself any glory there. He saved the shot prior to that was hit at him at 107 miles an hour. And then he's let in that soft header. And I don't really know what to do with 2 men down, with 2 men off, 2 players down. I don't really know what I can do or change. And I don't even know if I do change, if it will take effect.
Now that was close. The replay should prove it. Cleared upfield.
No one is there. Let's try and push these guys a bit further up. We're losing. We might as well go for it.
A real opportunity for him here with only the goalkeeper ahead of him. Has a go. He stopped it.
I wonder if you're playing the FIFA mode. Ooh, if you could change the kits. If you could force it. To be like, look, it's not the best idea that we both play in yellow. Go on, play that. Oh.
Obviously not. Good idea, but the long ball ends up with a defender. Now this needs a good cross.
Oh, they're going to tap that in, and it's 2-0. That is it. So, 86 minutes. I feel like we've done okay considering the craziness of the amount of red cards that we got so early on. But ultimately, we've been undone.
They're enjoying themselves out there.
Trying to get him to shoot, just to see if we can catch the goalkeeper off guard. But there we are. So we are heading for a defeat. So we've not done spectacularly on the episode. We will just get to the end of this game, see where that leaves us in the table.
Good pass forward.
Oh, I had a chance for consolation, and we've messed it up. But yeah, we've not acquitted ourselves well there. I am genuinely annoyed about that performance. So as you'd expect, we got absolutely dominated on possession by Oxford there. Oxford are up to 8th. That has seen us slip out of the top half for the first time pretty much since the season started. We are down in 15th. We're not completely out of this, but we need to really get going and get some wins on the board. It is just hit, or it's just ticked into January, and hopefully in this new year, 2004, we'll be able to actually get going and try and get into that playoff race and try and get up at the first time of asking. Thank you very much, and I look forward to either seeing you in episode 3 Football Fusion, or back for episode 4 more Division 3 mid-table mediocrity.